What's going on, yo? I just cleaned the transmission. I filmed a little time lapse. It did end up stopping at some point. I don't know when. So I'm gonna throw that in now. My plan is to get the turbo on. I finally went and got the studs and some nuts for the studs, and yeah, so that's my goal, is to get that on. And then I need to finish cleaning the trans. I need to like clean out the inside here and get it ready for the clutch. So yeah, there's still some steps to do there. It was just a pain in the ass. It was a bitch. It was really messy and ended up fucking my shoes up because I'm dumb and I wore my shoes, and it's all over the goddamn car and it's all over the ground in here. And it was just you know, I shouldn't have done it inside of the garage, but it is currently snowing. Now let's see if we can. But yeah, man, it's snowing out there. First snowfall since Halloween, which is cool. I'm excited for snow, but the car's not done. The car was supposed to be done 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I've been partially lazy and busy and kind of just haven't cared so much, but I've been stressed about it the last few weeks, so I'm finally out making some progress and getting off my lazy little ass. So I guess let's put the turbo on. I've been pretty lazy and haven't filmed anything for the car and our work on the car, and I'm kind of disappointed with myself, but at the same time I'm kind of trying not to be too hard on myself. But if you're not hard on yourself, you ain't gonna get shit done. So, you know, kind of like stop being a bitch and just do it. You know what? I'm retarded. I didn't put the fucking gasket on. Yo. Oh no. Ah, I hate this fucking shit. Back to square fucking one, dude. Just drop down. Thank you. Really should have brought the 14. Don't want to do that again. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. Should be good. This is set to 1. It's set to 2 now. Let's go put it back on 1. These are all pretty much set to go. Let's just very gently drive it home. Gentle. Drive it home. And then that one is right here. Holy shit. Just for good luck, we're gonna hit it one time. Okay, let's go. Let's put this back where it belongs. I don't know if we put the down. I don't know if we had the downpipe on when we put it in, when we took it out or put it in. I don't really remember. Also, what is this to? Huh. I don't know, either way, it's in, the turbo's in, everything's ready to go. From that perspective, the transmission, we need to clean the inside. I don't know what more to do today, honestly. Been at it for like 2 hours, really. Haven't really accomplished much. That transmission was really dirty, and it being winter, I didn't have water like from the hose and proper setup to really do it, but I made it work. Holy shit, it doesn't matter, just fucking keep talking. Alright, so it probably doesn't look like much, but I put the AC lines back on with Brian the other night, and then before that I put some of the other stuff back in the engine, whatever this is, the motor mount. I don't remember if the motor mount was in or not when we put it, when we pulled it out, but that's in. I put this in its spot. Everything's kind of lined here for the power steering thing. Cooler, I need to get the cooler. I've decided on getting the nice cooler. I looked at the radiator and the core support, and the radiator's pretty trashed, so we're just gonna get a new one. And the core support is, or not the core support, the AC condenser is completely fucked. I did end up ordering both of these lines here off of eBay for like $60 some. This here, the reason I was gonna get a new one was because these are kind of blown out, but I don't know, looking at it, to save some money and seeing as it's just mounting, could potentially just use bigger washers and create our own little setup, right? We could just fix it. We could fix it ourselves without having to spend the money and make it a lot cheaper. So, yeah, I need an AC condenser, the power steering, well, the lines for the AC condenser, which I bought. That was like $65. The power steering cooler, the power steering line, the clutch, a serpentine belt, the oil filter housing. So I'm gonna get the one that allows me to retain the stock cooler, but also use the sandwich plate for feeding oil. That's $90, so we'll get that. And then I think I'm gonna get a new motor mount for right here. It's $20. So motor mount. I need caliper slide bolts because I stole some for the ST, I believe. So we need those. The high pressure fuel pump internals. I have an exhaust donut on here because I'm probably gonna need some. I don't know how many I'm gonna get. I think I only need 2 or 3. And then the EGR block off valve. I don't know. Maybe that's still like a maybe. It's only $45, but you can't tune it out anymore. So there's that. And then the coil packs and plugs, because apparently I got rid of the coil packs, which, I mean, realistically they had 100 and some thousand miles on it, so it's probably better that I get new ones, and they've just been sitting and whatever and blah 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 blah. It does suck because the coil packs and plugs is $160. It's a little bit expensive, I feel like, but I guess it's average. Some of the newer cars are probably way more money, like $500-600. And then if you were to take your car to a dealership or someplace and shit, like, dude, Subaru charged my sister-in-law, I think, like $1,100 to do her spark plugs. I mean, I was like, bro, I get it, it's a Boxer, and you gotta do a bunch of shit. You gotta take, like, the battery and, like, the air box and a bunch of other stuff. I did on my brother's Subaru. Dude, it took me, like, an hour and a half. It was, like, the most miserable experience. I'm probably be faster at it now that I know what to do, but Jesus, that was so stupid. That's the list of parts that I need at the moment from what I've went through. I need to get my flywheel spun, so whatever that costs. I need to get my brake rotors spun, and I wrote on here, hit them with brake cleaner at a minimum, so I'll probably get those spun. They look really crusty, but they're like brand new rotors and pads, so. And then I need to check the calipers for any seizures, make sure they're not seized. I don't necessarily want to put the suspension back together. Brian said that I should put my front diff on now
I also don't know if we pulled it with the diff on or off. I didn't watch the full video. I watched some of the video to kind of get the intel that I needed to fix back here up and do all that shit with Brian. So, I mean, there's still obviously work to be done in determining what is needed for the car. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm doing it like one step at a time, and it's kind of like the shitty way to do it. But yeah, I definitely need the donut for right up here. That looks destroyed. My exhaust is just sitting outside, so hopefully, Jesus Christ, hopefully the exhaust will work. I might put the front suspension on after we check the calipers to make sure they're sliding, and then jack up the rear so we can check the calipers. I'm pretty sure they were seized, and if it was seized and shit, it's like, I don't know what to do at that point. I might have to get new ones, and that's like $200 or $300 just for the rears, and it's like, fuck, should I just get the big brake kit at that point? This is cars at its finest, and I don't know, man. It is what it is. I could make excuses, but honestly, instead of buying wax and weed, I probably could have finished my car by now if I even would have like done it slowly with the amount of money that I spend on wax and weed. So I need to get back on the path of slowing down and or stopping again, because I'm just fucking blowing way too much money, dude. And yeah, it's enough therapy time with Jacob. And I will see y'all in the next video. This is going to be a weird kind of short one. I mean, I've talked for 8 minutes here. But yeah, if you've made it through this whole conversation, I appreciate you. That's a lot of me rambling. And we're going to make the Speed6 great again. The total for the remaining parts is around $1,350. I kind of guesstimated because when I had to add the coil packs on, I didn't know the math, and I didn't want to pull out a calculator to do the math. And I was like, well, this plus this, it should be like this. And I was like, you know what, we're gonna add a little bit extra, or we're under a little bit, and either way, that's what the remaining cost is. And then I'm gonna go through and kind of get a list going now of all of the miscellaneous things that I've bought to kind of get a list together of the build costs. So yeah, that'll be exciting to look at. So I will see you all in the next video, where hopefully we have some parts. Unfortunately, the condenser pieces aren't going to be here until December, so I don't think we're going to be driving the car for a minute. I don't fucking know what we're going to do. We'll figure it out.